What's going on, growers, gardeners, all you guys out there? If you are new to gardening, been gardening, you live in my zone, which is 8B in Virginia, you just want to learn some new things, or you know, you're just chilling and want to watch a gardening video, welcome back to my channel. I'm your girl Shay and you are watching Real Life Gardening. Okay, what is up? What is going on, gardeners, growers, anywhere, anybody, anywhere? Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. I'm your girl Shay and you are watching Real Life Gardening. Today's video is it's a regular basic video. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. So I've already did the gardening 101. I showed you guys what I do pretty much throughout the day with my gardening and sowing and starting of seeds and experimenting and winter sowing in another video. And I've done, I think that was it. I only have 2 videos up. If you guys would like to see that video, I will have it up in the cards right here. Just click that and it will send you to a video or a playlist of those videos. So what are we doing today? Today we are going through my garden plan for 2025. So that is spring, that is summer, that is fall, that is winter. And I will be showing you guys the seeds that I plan to plant this year. No, I do not have a lot of seeds. No, I have just started. I started June of 2024. So I didn't really have a full year of sowing, of growing, of harvesting. So this is all I have, y'all. I'm not complaining. I'm not going to be the one with like hundreds of seed packets and I only plant like 20-25 plants. So this is all that I have. Trust me, it will grow throughout the time because you will see seed hauls and you will see new seed organization and new seed planting. But yeah, that is what we are doing in today's video. If you like what you see in the video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my video. Make sure you share it with a friend of a friend of a friend. Again, I am in Virginia, zone 8B. So if you live in my area, you live in zone B, 8B, then yeah, this is a good way to see what you can garden in your garden and seeds that you may want to have in your collection. So stay tuned so we can go over this plan and this collection. So yes, I am in the same sweater. You will see this sweater a lot. This is from my old channel, my makeup channel. But anyway, you will see these a lot because this is one of my favorite sweaters. It is warm, it is comfy, it is cold. So yes, you will see this. And you've seen it in the previous video. Mind your business, watch the video. Okay, so my garden plans for 2025. Pretty much I don't draw layouts or anything like that. I'm just going, what I do, I want to plant this. I'm going to plant this right here, plant this right here, plant this right here. I don't really draw the whole diagram, the layout and all that stuff. A lot of my stuff right now have grow bags or they have containers that they are in, so I don't really worry about placement. I don't have my raised planter just yet, so I'm waiting for that to come in and then we will do a whole setup installation and what I put in it to have a garden raised bed. So yeah, so for right now we're just gonna go over the things that I do have that is out there. Well, nothing is out there right now, but just the seeds that I plan on sowing for the year with pictures and all that stuff. I'll give you information on all of that. Okay, so this is the container that I stored in. I got this from the $1.25 tree and it was in the school section, school supply section. So it's closed like that. It can't close right now because it's full, but I do plan on either getting one of those trading card binder type things where you put it in the sleeve and it stays like that, or get the photo case album storage box that I've seen that a lot of people have been using because that seems a little bit easier. But we shall see, we shall see. I will keep you guys updated. But for right now, girly on a budget, girl who loves to garden, this is what I got. So this is what we're going to use, okay? Don't feel like you always have to go out and buy the extravagant, the most expensive things out there or what everybody else have. Do what works for you. Do what your budget allows, okay? Do what your budget allows. Don't be trying to go out trying to be aesthetically pleasing like you see other pro gardeners or people who've been gardening for years. If you're a beginner, start with what you have, okay? And I'll also do a video on things that you can use in your home to start a garden. You don't need to be lavish. We just trying to grow, okay? So if it can grow somewhere, somehow, let's just do that, okay? So let's go over these seeds and what I plan on doing and when I plan on planting them. Okay, so these aren't even in alphabetical order, y'all. So I just be putting it in there, making sure it's not accessible for the kids to get into. So I just keep it closed and I put it in there and go about my business. And when I want to seed, I'll find them. When I want to seed and when I want to start growing my garden, I'll find them, okay? It's not hard. So pretty much I have seeds in the front here that I don't want to plant, but I got in a grab bag from 2024 from MI Gardener. And then I also have seeds that I saved, so you can save seeds. So as you can see there, I have seeds that I saved, and then seeds that came from things I brought from Amazon. So this is corn. I don't plan on planting corn. Don't have the space to plant corn. So I probably give this away later on for like seed miss, or just because I've reached 10 subscribers, I reached 20 subscribers, I will do like a seed swap or giveaway. So yeah. Let's see, on my list, we have my list. Right here we have what words mean. So if I have a GB, a ID, a SC, a DC, a DS, that will tell me where it's going, what type it is. So GB would stand for grow bag, so that is where I will be putting it, in a grow bag. We have ID, which is indeterminate. That means that I will be putting it on a trellis or somewhere where it can vine up. I have SC for a storage container, because I do have totes outside that I do use as raised garden beds, and I do have plastic drawers that I plan on using. I'm gonna DIY some stuff, okay? I'm gonna use the plastic drawers that you get off of Walmart, you know, where you can put your clothes in, and I'm gonna make that into a leveled raised flower bed. And then SDS is for direct sowing. So when I do get my raised garden bed in and installed, I will be direct sowing seeds like green beans and all that stuff. So yeah, this is it. This is the list of all my stuff right here. And page 2 and page 3. Y'all, for somebody who have a small space, you sure do want to garden a lot. So we're just gonna go over all the things that I have. I will show you the packet, and I will let you know a little bit about the things that is on the back of the packet. Okay, so most of the seeds, I will let you guys know right now, is from MI Gardener, or they're either from Lowe's, or they're either from Walmart, or they're either from Amazon, okay? If it is, and I do have a link, I will put the link down below in the description box. So y'all just make sure y'all check down there if you are interested in any of the seeds that I've mentioned in the video. So the first seed packet that we are going to go over is American spinach. As you can see, it is from MI Gardener. He also has a YouTube channel out. I will put his channel down below, or I will just mention in the comment box, so y'all look out for that as well. But this is from MI Gardener. I am going to sow this in a vertical planter, sorry. So this American spinach is award-winning for its heat and drought resistance, thick dark green leaves, and savored and filled with nutrients. It is slow to bolt and has a longer season than other varieties. It has high yields, perfect for fall garden. This will get sweeter when it matures in cool weather, suitable for canning, freezing, and fresh eating. So you would direct sow this 3 to 4 weeks prior to the last frost, and it takes 7 to 14 days to germinate and 45 to 55 days till maturity. You will plant it 1 inch deep. It is container friendly, which is why I decided to put it in a vertical planter. It can have full sun and partial sun. It is cold tolerant, and it is good for spring and fall. So this is what that looks like. And I plan on planting this in my spring as well as my fall garden. So spring spinach. We also have, next up is the mixed beans. I plan on planting this in the fall and the spring. So this is a colorful combination to add to the garden and dinner table. It includes our 3 most popular bush beans. So these are bush. I will not need to trellis this. That is good to know. This is a top crop yellow, a royal burgundy, and blue lake. Bush varieties do not require trellising and are easy to harvest. These varieties are delicious steamed and eaten well together. So this one you will start indoors 2 to 3 weeks before the last frost, or you can direct sow after the last frost had passed. It takes 8 to 10 days to germinate, and it is 50 to 65 days till maturity. You can plant this a ½ inch deep. It is container friendly, which I will be putting it in a vertical planter, and it requires full sun and 2 to 4 weeks for succession planting. So I like the fact that he said that you can succession plant. That is good to know for future use. Is the tender green bean improved. This is a bush variety. I got this from Walmart. It says this favorite bush bean features meaty, stringless, 5 to 6 inch pods. It's highly productive and it has vigorous plants. So you would sow these outdoors and plant 1 to 2 seeds, and then sow every 2 weeks until 2 months before the frost. It says it takes 7 to 10 days to germinate. You would plant them 1 inch, and it takes 52 days to fully harvest. So this is another thing that I plan on planting in a vertical planter. Next up we have is the jade bush bean from My Gardener. It is an annual. It says it is highly productive, disease resistant. Variety is known for its exceptional flavor and tender texture. This compact bushy plant produces an abundance of straight dark green pods that grow up to 7 inches long. It is matured in about 60 days and are perfect for fresh eating, freezing, and canning. The beans are stringless, making them easy to prepare and enjoy. Ideal for home gardeners and market growers. Jade bush beans provide a continuous harvest and are prized for the consistent quality and superb taste. So it takes 2 to 3 weeks before the last frost to sow indoors, and you can just direct sow after the last frost. It is 8 to 10 days for germination, 55 days for maturity, 2 to 4 weeks for succession planting. It requires full sun, and you can plant it in a container. It is container friendly. So that is another bush bean that I plan on growing this year in my garden. Now let's move on to the peppers. The peppers this year I plan on growing is the Hungarian yellow pepper. I'm trying to go through this fast because I do have somewhere to be. It is a creamy yellow translucent color. It is very similar to the banana wax pepper, just not as mild. Picked at a mature stage. It is sweet. It is container friendly. Takes 8 to 10 weeks to start indoors before the last frost, and then it takes 7 to 10 days for germination, 65 days for maturity. I don't know if I said it, but it's container friendly. It requires full sun and 1/4 inch to germinate. It is great for pickling and slicing raw on top of pasta dishes or salads. So that is pretty much what I'm going to use that for pickling and for putting it on top of things. So that is that. The California Wonder Bell. You seen in my last video, I was experimenting to see how long it would take. It says this variety has been the most popular bell variety since its introduction in 1928. A standard go-to bell pepper for decades. The perfect blocky 4-lobe stuffing picked pepper is thick-walled and bursting with flavor. The largest open pollinated heirloom bell pepper on the market. So this is the sweet bell pepper. It takes a 1/4 inch deep to start to sow. It is container friendly. It requires full sun. You can start these indoors 8 to 10 weeks before the last frost, 7 to 10 days to germinate, and maturity in 75. So I have that because I like to store it in my freezer when I'm cooking. Next up we have is the Serrano Tempequino pepper. This is a hot pepper, and it is a must-have in the garden. It is small orange to red peppers hang in abundance from the short plants. These peppers have some heat, but not quite enough to send you packing. They are great in homemade hot sauces, pickled, and are the ideal chili for drying and grinding into homemade powder. The plants are some of the best yielding peppers and are hardy in adverse weather conditions. You can start these indoors 8 to 10 weeks before the last frost. It takes 10 to 21 days to germinate, 75 days for maturity. So this is a hot pepper, just not as mild as your jalapeno pepper, your habanero peppers, and all of those. It is container friendly and requires full sun. So I plan on doing this and using this to make like a pepper mix. So grinding it, drying it, grinding it up into a pepper seasoning. Next up we have is the pumpkin spice jalapeno pepper. This one is an early jalapeno pepper. It's a great variety for northern gardeners. This variety ranges early dark green to red in color. The peppers grow up to 3 inches and prolific producers. Can be eaten raw, cooked, or pickled. These are wonderful to use for traditional guacamole or can be sauteed and added to fajitas. This is a hot pepper. It is container friendly and requires full sun. It takes 8 to 10 weeks. You can start them indoors, and 7 to 10 days for germination, and it is matured in 75 days. So I'm going to show you the back of the package so you guys just can see all the things that In My Garden lets you know on the back of their packets. So they let you know everything you need to know from harvest to sowing, all about the peppers. Next up we have is the cayenne long slim hot pepper. This one I got from Walmart. It is about 4 to 6 inches in length. It's deep green when young and ripens to a brilliant red. It has a fiery red hot flavor that is perfect for seasoning. You would start these indoors 8 weeks before your last frost. You would keep the seed moist and in full light, or you can sow directly in garden in sunny location. So it takes 10 to 12 days to germinate and 75 to 80 days to harvest. So I'll be adding this so I can dehydrate them and use it as a seasoning. That is the back of that packet. Next we are doing tomatoes. That is it for the peppers. This doesn't feel like anything in it. Hold on, let me check. This ain't never been opened, so. Oh Lord, those seeds are tiny. How many seeds are in here? Approximately 25. I don't know about that. Probably, maybe. But anyway, next up we have is the Gobstopper tomato. And my gardener, this is an indeterminate, so I will need to trellis this. It's an early yellow cherry variety with green flesh that will be visible through the skin. It's a sweet, fruity flavor, perfect for eating fresh right off the vine. A split resistant variety with fruits up to ½ inch round. It keeps very well before and after harvesting, and it will require a trellis, as I said before. This one takes 6 to 8 weeks before the last frost. It is 5 to 10 days to germinate, and it takes 60 days for full maturity. And it requires full sun, and you would probably just surface sow this because it says 1/8 inch deep. Okay, since my battery wants to be in you know who, I'm just going to go over the things that I am going to plant, and if you guys are interested, just let me know and I will go into depth, or I'll just reply to the comment. So we have the pineapple tomatillo, white cherry tomato, the Aunt Molly's ground cherry tomatoes, Mexican sour gherkin cucamelon, the Space Master 80 cucumber, a bit more 60 cucumber. We have the National Pickling cucumber, broccoli, spring rapini, broccoli rabe, gold broccoli, from Burpee. I have the Scarlet Nantes carrots from Back to Roots from Walmart. We have the Danvers 126 carrots from Walmart, Burpee. This mystery seed pack from M.I. Gardner that I got for free. We have watermelon black diamond. We have the Minnesota midget cantaloupe from Walmart. We have cantaloupe here. This is Hallie's Best. We have ruby red Swiss chard. Ruby red bay lettuce. We have black seeded Simpson lettuce. We have butter crunch lettuce from Walmart. Lacinato kale. Black magic kale. Danish ballhead cabbage. We have pak choi white stem cabbage. All seasons cabbage. We have Copenhagen early market cabbage. Golden acre cabbage. For the collards, we have the Champion collards, we have the Georgia Southern collards, and we have the Bates collards. This one is newer for me. So these are those three. Red giant mustard greens. Look at that, that is so pretty. We have sugar pie pumpkin. Jack-o'-lantern pumpkin. Burgundy onions. Utah yellow sweet Spanish onion. Buncheon onions. We have Southport white globe bunching onion. Now to flowers and herbs. We have Roselle, our Asian sour leaf hibiscus. Butterfly milkweed. Wild bergamont's bee balm. Feverfew from Amazon. Thershams. Celotias, Cleotias, whatever. Columbine. Straw flowers. Mixed colored for Bachelor buttons. Alyssum, carpet of snow. Xenia Envy, Rose Snapdragons, White Snowflake Snapdragons, Pansies. Okay, sorry if y'all hear noise in the background. Like I said, I got kids, so I'm just trying to go through the video and show you guys what else I am planting. So I have Mammoth sunflowers, Velvet Queen, Evening Sun mixed colors, Marigold seeds that I've saved on my own from last year, Coleus, not much of that left. And these are pelleted. I think that's why I have an issue. I don't know. But it's hard for me to get those to germinate. I have amaranth, wildflower mix, I have ashwagandha, I do suffer from anxiety very, very badly. So I've been trying to find things medicinally that is holistic, that is natural, that won't give me much side effects, if any at all. So I've been trying to find things like elderberry and feverfew and ashwagandha to help me with things like making tinctures, making cough syrups, making salves, making herb teas, and things of that nature. Sweet basil, catnip, because we can use this as an herb and we can use this for medicinal purposes. And because I also have a tea. So you can use the leaves and the short shoots, also impart lemony mintiness to everyday cooking and to catnip tea. Can also be grown for bee forage. So we have comfrey, which is also in the refrigerator. Rosemary, which is cold stratifying in the refrigerator. Chives, which I can never get to germinate, so I'm gonna keep trying though. We have chives. We have bouquet dill. And lastly, we have moringa. And this is like the miracle tree. So I'm definitely going to be planting these. I already have them. I already have 3 that are growing that I started last week. So I've showed that in my last video. If you want to see the update and progress on that, just keep on watching. So this was a pretty lengthy video. I don't know if lengthy videos are things that you guys are interested in, but I want to make sure I pack everything in the video that you guys can get. That way you don't have to keep looking in different areas and different directions. But if it's too lengthy, please let me know and I'll probably just condense it to like part 1, part 2. But as you can hear, my kids are up and they are starting to be kids. So this is the end of the video. I thank you guys so very, very much for watching this far. If you've watched this far, please make sure you give this video a thumbs up. Make sure you comment. Make sure you subscribe if you are enjoying what you are seeing so far from moi. But without further ado, I have to go and be a mom now. So I will talk to you guys in my next video. Bye. Mwah.